to literally legalize everything that we're going to do in the future. And we are now multi-generations in with the greatest evil ever known in history. These are the people who are carrying the torch for those that built Hitler, literally, those that built Stalin. These are the individuals who revel in killing us and enslaving us, and they love the fact that we're ignorant. They love the fact that we buy their fraud and their lies, and now they're getting upset, and I see fear in their eyes because they know they've reached too far, they've gone too far. Both political parties now have approval ratings in the lower teen digits. 12 to 14%. Would be in favor, one party would be out. They can fool us, double team us. That paradigm's shattered, criminals. And one of the big tools they had left in their arsenal, 9/11 was a desperation move. One of the tools they had left was false flag terror. And instead of just bombing Oklahoma City or planting some bombs in the World Trade Center the first time like they did, and provocateur, and they said, we'll give them a big Hollywood spectacular with 3 buildings blowing up. We'll give them the Pentagon hit. And now their spectacular has blown up in their face. And just think about how incredible it is. Depending on which poll you look at, they're all above 50%, right up into the low 80s of the American people say that they believe there's been a cover-up of what really happened on 9/11, and a majority of that majority believes and knows it's an inside job. We've already won the info war. I want you to realize how historical this is, that you came here from Australia and Canada and Texas and Minnesota and New Jersey and right here in New York City and Manhattan, and you're standing firm in history's eyes, telling the truth against a bunch of murdering criminals and letting them know they will be brought to justice. If the majority of Americans in every poll now know it's an inside job or at least want to do investigation, imagine what it'll be in 2, 3, 4 more years. They told us 6 years ago. It'll be 6 years coming up in just 2 days. They told us years ago that the world had changed. 9/11 would be remembered forever. It was going to be the catalyst for a new world order and all these wars and losing our freedoms and the biggest event in history. Now they're telling us forget about it. Don't talk about it. Now they're not wanting to do a bunch of TV specials. They're easing off their propaganda because they know it's backfired on them. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said before 9/11 happened, call the White House, call Congress, tell them don't blow up the World Trade Center towers as a pretext to launch World War III. Don't blame it on your CIA asset, Osama bin Laden. And I said if people took action then, and if we exposed government-sponsored terror as their prime mode of control, that we could then stop government-sponsored terror. Enough people didn't listen then, but now enough people are starting to listen, and now terms like false flag, inside job, false inflicted wound, government-sponsored terror are in the lexicon. They're in the semantics. They're in the language now. They are popularized. They're in songs. They're in movies. They're in the culture. Everybody's waking up. They're sharing lives. Because make no mistake, if you here today and millions of others across the planet hadn't have exposed government-sponsored terror, they would have already carried out bigger events. We are literally fighting for our lives, our futures, our liberty, our children, everything right now. And for the lives of those, they would have already killed in more false flag events. Again, I salute you. God bless you. Here is Dylan Avery and the Loose Change crew.
real quick. You're about to see the first test screening of Loose Change Final Cut. Don't get too excited. It's not perfect. I hate to break it to you. It's not a perfect film. It's far from a perfect film still. Scenes are going to jump from one to another. The Hijackers chapter, for a perfect example, we've only got our 2 key points in there, the ISI and Able Danger. I cut this together as fast as I could for Ground Zero. There's going to be some sound level errors. There's going to be some graphics that might seem a little monotonous. There might be some things that don't seem right. It's a test screening. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. The best way I can describe it, it's a skeleton without all the meat.
We'll get the
Jason,
point.
you guys have
We'll
something to
get
say?
the point.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out. I hope the turnout is twice as much for Tuesday, which is tomorrow, guys. That's the important thing. Absolutely big. Well, I'm gonna be down there between 7 and 8 a.m. I hope everybody follows my lead. The earlier we get, the better it's gonna be. Wherever you're holding the memorial, as close to Ground Zero as they're gonna let us go. That's where you're gonna see the family members. That's where you're gonna see the people. People are gonna want to walk by Ground Zero, guys. It's probably the same exact place in Battery Park that we were last year. That being said, Dylan just told you this is not a perfect film yet. And I can't reiterate that enough. I am very proud of what we have right now. But I am begging you guys, please do not try to film this, okay? We are going to put this out. It's going to be, we got another month before we're actually putting it out. We don't want an earlier version on the internet. We don't want it to represent it. So that's why there'll be no camcorders and cameras. If we catch you doing it, we're going to kick you out. I know that's a prick move, but we really don't want our art out there in its full form. Until it's in its full form. Thank you. I hope you guys are enjoying it. That being said,
There's a new Building 7. Inside these barbed wire fences. I wonder what time they're going to close the gate.